Greetings, everybody. How are you? Happy summer, happy June. This week, we are back with videos specifically related to collaboration. So, future of work, how are we going to thrive inside of it? It is mindset, first and foremost. It is education, and it is collaboration. And this week, I want to go deep dive into how it is that we're going to play in the sandbox with other people. And the first distinction that I want to talk about that's so important is understanding the difference and moving away from a world where there was work-life balance, and which is actually an illusion. So moving into this space away from work-life balance and into work-life integration. And why is this important? Well, first of all, we spend more than half of our waking hour, those of us who are working, spend more than half of our waking hours doing work or work-related activities, be that a commute, be it answering emails, be it however. So our waking hours we are spending in work and working and doing something related to work, even in times that aren't that. And so moving away from this need to strike this one right balance, there is no one right anything, and shifting into a space of how do I integrate these things so that my work becomes play, becomes work, becomes play, and I'm fulfilled in those spaces where I am working, and those feed into the balance of my life. So we're moving away from work-life balance and into work-life integration. That's the thing. So instead of having two opposing fighting forces, we're melding them together. So that's the first thing. So how do we do this? How do we go about creating it? And the first shift is a shift away from work related to or surrounded by or focused on skills. What activities can I execute? To a working world and a working life, a working philosophy that's rooted in the things that we value the most. So is it freedom? Is it adventure? Is it stability? Is it working on big teams? Is it working by yourself? Is it intellectual challenge? Whatever that might be for you, what are the things that you value the most? Understanding what those are by asking yourself, taking those few steps back and asking yourself, how do I want to be in the world? What kind of impact do I want to create with my life? And then aligning your skills, resources, and talents behind creating that. So it's that shift away from what can I logically do, and I've talked about this before, it's that moving away from the Legoing or the logicking or the building block way of career thinking into planting your flag and asking yourself, how can I contribute? How do I want to use my life? And what value can I add in this world that I'm living in? So moving away from skills and moving into that values-based career life, professional life, whatever it is. And that's, by the way, that's whether you're inside a traditional organization, if you are creating a scalable company, or you're working as a freelancer and building what I call this third piece of collaboration, which is inside of the space, this work-life integration space. It's building a mosaic career. That career that is centered around the things that we value, things that a life that's centered around a series of common themes. And I've just written an article on this, which I'm attaching here, or which you can find in the comments if you want to learn more about how to build a mosaic career. But the logic behind the mosaic career is that work is moving away from simply a salaried activity and returning to the act of creation, the work of art that it was always meant to be, which is our self-expression in the world. So, collaboration this week. We're moving away from work-life balance, this needing to separate the two and get that balance exactly right, or we're failing. So many places we're failing. And moving into this place of integration where work becomes play, becomes work, becomes play, and we're living more in that flow state even with the work that we do. How do we do that? We take those few steps back and we look at the things that we value the most so that we can align the work that we're doing with those values. And then finally, what does the expression of that look like in the world? It's that mosaic career, which is a series of activities around a central theme of impact. That's it. I want to know how you are leading your own charge to work-life integration. How's it working out? What questions can I answer for you? And in the meantime, here's to the freedom to create the lives that you want.